All right, we are live. Can I get a quick thumbs up if you can hear me, or some sort of reaction? Let me know that you are in and that I am audible. Let's see it. Let's see it. Make sure the audio is good. I want to make sure we got it coming through the microphone and that we're all off to the races here. Let me see some reacts. We got one thumbs up from Tobes. Who else have we got here? Josh is in. Michael is in. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Good, good, good. More people piling in here. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes. Then we're going to go over exactly what we're going to be doing today. Let's see. Can you see me here in the small little corner of the screen? Let's get some, what emoji if you can see me. Let's go with a nice little cash emoji if you can see me in the bottom. Cash emojis in the chat if you can see me here with you. Good, good. Good. Josh is in with a cash. Cash in the chat. You need to take notes, Mikey Forte. Nice. Oh, we've also come prepared today. We got a little soundboard here too. Let's see what we've got. A little bit excessive noise just when we need it. Nothing tastier than a roasted website. Well, Pablo, I don't know if you put yourself in the firing line today, but maybe you won't enjoy it if you are. We're here. We're ready to go. We got the websites in front of me. We're ready to begin. We're ready to begin the roast. So, what we're gonna do is we are gonna jump into some of the. I don't suppose we can call them ground rules, but something better than that. Let's get into it, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, disclaimer. This roast is all in good fun, but if your website is a crime against design, I'm going to be calling it out. Your feelings may be hurt, pixels may cry, fonts may be shamed, and if you get offended, well, just remember it's not personal. Your website is just ugly. Now, let's get into it. So, what we're going to be doing, well, first of all, what gives me the right to roast today? Because I don't have a degree in design. I don't have any fancy UX certifications. I don't have any corporate title that makes me sound important. So what gives me the right to roast today is that we have millions in ad spend driving traffic to landing pages, right? I know what converts. We have a partnership with the biggest web design company in the world, Wix. And we have over 100 websites, probably 200, but I didn't want to be too out there with our claims here. We have over 100 anyway, at least, websites built for our clients, real sites, real businesses, and they actually make money. How this is going to work. There's going to be 90 seconds to view the website. There's going to be 90 seconds to roast the website. There is going to be 90 seconds to rate the website. And then there's going to be 30 seconds for yours to tier the website. Josh says, I hope your screen size is the same as mine. Not done much optimization on other screens yet. Well, you may be roasted for it. Am I going to be dropping the links in the chat? Why not? Now, how many subscribers are we sitting at right now? By the end of this video, I want to get that up by, well, how many people are watching? Let's get the numbers up, right? That's all I can say. Subscribe, please. Our criteria today for what we're going to be roasting these sites based on. First of all, would you trust this website with your credit card, right? That's going to be very, very important. Do we know who they're targeting, right? Is it obvious who their target customers are? Do we know if or who or why they're positioned to help, right? We know who they're targeting. Okay, why are they positioned to be good at helping? And does this website make me want to take action? And finally, is this website a joy to use? Plus, of course, you know, the basics, right? We're going to look at load speed, readability, responsiveness, easiness, navigation. Okay, let's dive in to what we've got today. Okay, this is how you can help. Spot the issues, right? I want to see a fire emoji when you see something terrible. Ugly font, slow load time. you're taking part in the roast too. I don't want to have all the pressure on my shoulders of roasting people. I want you to take part. If you see something shitty, call it out. Tier the websites, right? So when the times come, I'm going to ask you in a poll to order these websites, whether it be S, A, B, C, or D. And we're going to find the red flags, right? If there's any dodginess on that website, I want you to call it out with some red flags in the chat. And if you have any ideas on how they can fix it, let's get a little light bulb in there. And if you have a savage comparison, well, you're going to get a comment feature for dropping the best roast in the chat. This is a roast after all, right? I want to see you dig in and, show them hell. All right, now, if you think your website is good, well, perhaps you've already submitted it. But if you've not, or you want to see someone's website get destroyed, well, drop a link in the chat, or drop a link in our server, and I'll add it to the list for next time. Once again, if you can subscribe, I would appreciate it. First on the list, we have Varan Digital. Okay, let's open it up, and before we do, let's be true to our word here. Can everybody see me? Can everybody see the little timer on my face now? Get a thumbs up if you see the timer. Yes, timer's in. All right, let's restart it. The timer's going to run. We have 5 minutes per website. Let's get straight into Varan Digital. Time is ticking. All right, first and foremost, we're going to have load speed. So, granted, I'll give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt in the sense of my computer's probably taking a pounding with streaming, running the chat, running our little soundboard here, and OBS, all of that lovely stuff at the same time. But nevertheless, what we're going to do is I personally am going to load the site up, and then what we're going to do is run it through Google Lighthouse to see what it can tell us about the loading time. We're going to go desktop, since that is what we're doing right here, and we're just going to go straight away analyze. Well, Varan, we're 45 seconds here and we don't have a site in front of us. I'm hoping for your sake this is bad computing or bad signal, but what I can say for sure is that my Wi-Fi speeds are exceptionally high. Let's do that real quick as well. Okay, internet speed test is running smooth. Let's see what we can get from Varan. Okay, we're live. We've got it up here. Hero text hasn't loaded yet, so I'm going to be judging that. But let's see what we can get. Trusted by. Those haven't loaded in yet. Varan's got 5 seconds until it goes. We're getting page unresponsives here. It's not looking good, but Wix Vault said it's pretty quick on their end. Let's see if it's a technical issue. Let's hope so. Let's hope it's a little hardware problem. Works fine on mine. All right, let's put it down to technical difficulties. Let me see what I can do to fix this here. Although I did get a sneak peek of the 48% performance there. I'm going to try the next site and just see if it's anything to do with my end. The next site is a fast loader, I have to say. But let's give Varan an extra second, since everybody in the comments is being so nice to you. We're going to give you a minute. Gonna give it a whole minute to load. You're lucky that you're the first one on the list here, because I can't be so merciful with the next, folks. Let's reset that timer back. 1 minute 30. You don't take too much weight, since usually they're based on throttled speeds. That's fair, but what I will say is all of the other things, accessibility, best practice, I do appreciate the insights it drops. Okay. Varan's giving us a little. Let's see if we can get anything happening in here. Varan is really struggling. I'm going to try on a separate browser, see if it's anything wrong with my cookies. Okay, we got a little bit further, but still no videos loading in. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at it now. We're going to start the timer, and we're going to run it based on what we can see. All right, so we can't see the hero. We can assume that there's trusted by logos here. Social proof, good thing to have. Pre-sale sign-up funnels. We create effective sign-up funnels to capture customer data. Nice. Omni-channel marketing, custom conversion tracking. Well, what we can say is I'm not sure about the trusting it with the credit card since it's not all loaded yet, but we do know who they're targeting. Empower your event with audience insights. Focuses on event marketing. Okay, we're getting that. How you can help. Boost your marketing with proven strategies. Again, pretty clear, pretty accurate. You've got case studies. You've got social proof. The website is crashing. I got to say again, perhaps it works fine for most, but we're struggling here on my end. We're getting a little bit, and then we're getting nothing. Varane, what we're going to do is we're going to hope that somehow we have a computer miracle, and by the end of this, we can reopen yours. But I'm sorry, Varane Digital, for now, you're getting skipped. You're not getting voted on, you're getting skipped. Let's go to the next one. We've got personal portfolio, Joshua Murphy. Let's take a look. Joshua Murphy, personal portfolio. Web development expertise, creating innovative digital experiences with modern web technologies. Okay, about me, we got a little picture there. Say hello to Josh. Full stack web developer, creating digital, engaging experiences, web development expertise. Okay. Featured project section, full stack projects in action. What I will say is it loaded pretty quickly. He's got his process in there. We're missing a 1 and a 3, but I'm assuming that's a little implied effect there. Technologies, okay, we can see what you're working with. All right, and let's run it through the speed test insight. I suspect this is going to come back very strong. And let's see what tech stack he's got. React, Next, JavaScript. Okay, so pretty surface level. Looks like a proper custom coded website here. Let's have a look at the menu. Navigation's quite hard to... It's a bit overwhelming. Let's have a look. I would also say you're giving people an extra click here by having it behind a menu on desktop. Let's see. Pages built. Development time. Case studies. And what are we getting from this? We're getting nothing out of page speed right now. Interesting. So, oh, I missed the timer because I didn't get the sound effect, but you did. Okay. There we go. Right. 90 seconds to roast Joshua Murphy. Josh, who's in the chat. Josh, maybe you've even got a roast for your own site. Let me hear some roasts for Josh's site here. We've got, in my opinion, first things first, case study with no pictures. We can see 40 pages built. People want to see, right? These words, a lot of words on a page, but not a lot of visual stuff. There's no call to action on the case study either. You always want to tie in a call to action. You know, do you want similar results? Click here to speak to us, right? You want to have something in there. Obviously, the lack of a custom domain is noted as well, as Mr. Wix Vault has dropped in the chat there. 2 CTAs, but none to contact him directly. Yep, in your hero section, you're going to want to have a call to action which results in money in your pocket, my friend. About me and view projects doesn't do either of those. You need to have your contact way, way higher and way more prominent on the site. We can get to you on Upwork. Okay, that's interesting. But again, yeah, I completely agree. I would have that button earlier. Load-in animation's nice. It masks any slow animation. I would take it out if the site is already loading in that time. Then I wouldn't even put the loading screen. I would just have it go straight to site. Why make people wait, right? And then my other critique was as follows. Yeah, putting the menu behind the button creates an extra click. All right, time up. We're on to things that we do like about the site. Well, loading speed for a start, it was very, very quick. I like the glass morphism Header, once again, I would just move it into header items rather than bury it in a hamburger menu. About me, good to have, but what I would put above about me would be your case studies. I like that you put in your feature project. That's good, and you can see here that you've got the right imagery, right? You can showcase what you've been doing, and it looks like nice. You've put implementation in of an AI system which integrates with Wix. That's very cool. I've seen that before. Minus 10 points for hair color. You're good, man. Don't worry about that. Full stack projects in action. Yeah, look, this stuff's nice. We're getting a visual experience here. We can see what it is that you do. I like the fact that you include your process. Maybe make it a little bit more visual. Like discovery could have some even iconography or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how enticing this process is, right? I feel like it's quite wordsy in terms of rigorous testing, seamless deployment, okay, intuitive interfaces, but it depends on what your target customer would be. Time is up, right? I gotta stick true to it. Time is up. So everybody, can I get in there? We have 25 seconds to tell me something. Are we putting it S, A, B, C, or D? Hang on, there's going to be a poll here. S, A, B, C. I can't even get D. You're going to have to just spam it in the chat. S, A, B, C, or D. Go for it. Let's do it in the... Maybe we'll take out D. It's just going to be SABC. Start poll. Poll is live. Drop your votes in the chat right now. Oh, it's got a few B's going for it. 86% B, 67% B. The votes are fluid. The votes are changing. 1S, 111. Okay. We're good. Time is up. This site is going straight into B tier. All right. Not too bad. Not too bad, but hopefully you can see some areas to improve. All right. Next. Well, all I can say for that is... All right. Timer is going to be starting now. Let's see what we can get from this website. Innovative insights. Selling silent step sneakers. Relax like never before. We've got uncategorized / here. Discounted, but not really much going on. Lots of pictures. Interesting color scheme. Sticky CTA at the bottom there. Designed for women by women. We got some ticks going on here. Okay. Is that a graphic? Yep. Frequently asked questions, a bit up and down. Okay. Interesting. What else can we find? Let's have a look at the contact page. There's a search bar there. It's built on WordPress, WooCommerce, and time. Okay. We're going straight into the roast, guys. And I got to say, there's a lot to roast about it here. Innovative insights. We have a magnifying glass logo and branding scheme. It's green, but everything else is either pink, white, or black. We have one product, which is a pair of shoes. In stock, selling fast. It just kind of looks spammy. The color scheme is not vibey at all. Certainly not for this. It looks like these have just been thrown on top of a background. The shadow just doesn't work at all. They have shipped within 2 days, worldwide shipping. Okay. Yeah, the color's just really not great. It also looks like the font is just, default sans serif, which just isn't really looking at all brandy. And then you've got this, which is, in my opinion, just pretty hard to read. There's nothing gripping about the homepage that gets me to click here. There's only one product. We have it uncategorized in the shop, which also doesn't help. Takes you back there. The search doesn't really make sense, and it's glued to the top. There's no padding. There's a Facebook logo, which is fine. Cart, does it work? Let's see. Add to cart now. The cart works. Okay. You can see that. Yeah, overall, not really getting much from it here, guys. And, all right, what are we going to do with the positives? Well, what I will actually say is that the copy isn't that bad. And what they've built here could actually perform well with a different design. Like shipped within 2 days, worldwide shipping, good selling points, in stock, selling fast, not bad. It just looks spammy in this case. Discount, bit weird, but fine. Relax like never before with silent step sneakers. That I'm not sure about if you were going to relax with sneakers, but the selling point kind of makes sense, right? They want comfier shoes. They've got a steady list of their selling points here. Personal letter from the designer is not a bad thing to have. I think it's actually quite cool, but could it do with a picture? Yes. Could it look cool handwritten? Absolutely. Or changed into a better font for looking at it there. Every time I squeezed into shoes that didn't stretch, the quote doesn't even have quotation marks around it, but adding a quote's not bad. The components are actually quite good, I have to say. Like, what content they've included is pretty solid. It just doesn't look very good on the website. I feel like with a full redesign, this could actually look like something pretty cool. This here is not bad, but you'd rather have that built into the site itself. Guarantee, nice. Frequently asked questions, good thing to have. Again, it's just a design issue rather than a content issue. All right. 30 seconds. Let's go. Let me get this poll in the chat really, really fast. So, A, B, C. Oh, no, it isn't that. It's S. S, A, B, C. S, A, B, C. All right, let me see. Poll results. We got to rank this website right now. Six votes for C. 100% C right now. 7 votes for C. Someone's retracted Z. Z. I think that accurately describes it. I don't even think we need to wait any amount of time for this. It's going straight into the C tier, right? It just doesn't work. All right, next website. Let's take a look. Motor Boost Promotions, created by William Hepworth, or submitted by William Hepworth. Okay, let's go with our timer in 3, 2, 1. Timer has begun. Okay. First things first. Where is it built? Okay, it looks like a Wix Studio website. We got some animations here. Video playing. Mission, some animations. Cool. We should have checked where that website that didn't load was built. That would probably tell you a lot. Sticky section. Testimonials. Frequently asked questions. Okay, what else we got? Our fleet. Okay, you've got drop down. Let's check the size of that font. 22. Luxury, sport, classic. Okay, let's dig into one of them. Looking to experience luxury living. How much time have I got? 20 seconds. Explore our diverse range of rental vehicles. Impressive fleet. Services. All right. Time up on looking at it. Time for a roast. First things first, I'm going to say the sizing feels a little bit off. Look at all this space here, and then you've got, 18 pixel text in the middle. It's readable, but it's not very big. I think maybe a thicker font would serve well, and some sort of dynamic sizing so that it can stretch and get bigger and smaller based on the screen size. I will also say the pink heading, I can't really read the word home up there. I think if you put that through a contrast checker, you would find the same. And Motor Boost Promotions, the logo's fine, but it seems a bit small on the screen, right? And you don't see it an awful lot else throughout the website. Maybe in the footer. Yeah, it's right at the bottom of the footer there. And then maybe, yeah, that's cool. I like how it's incorporated there. And I would say, okay, our fleet, first of all, it's got the /blank. Same issue at the top there. I like the video backgrounds. That's cool. And I like the categorization. But what I would maybe suggest here is, rather than having the categories on their own, I would maybe have featured cars and then filter by categories. Since it's our fleet, right? You would maybe have on the left, you would show like 5 of the featured cars or 6 of the featured cars. And then on the right, you could say filter by category and have these as options. So it's almost split, like maybe 80% of the side on the left is featured cars, and on the right you have the others. All right, time ran out. We're jumping into the things that we rate. Now, I would say adding a drop down and having quick navigation is pretty solid, but doing it in this way rather than burying it in a hamburger is quite nice. You have call to actions pretty clear and obvious at the top of each page, which is good. Let's have a little look. Okay, booking form, way too hard to read. It's not like I couldn't put my information into this without sort of squinting my eyes. The text itself is small. This part's fine. Clicking it's okay. But when it comes to actually typing, which I'm not going to click just in case it starts auto-filling all my details. But when it comes to this, it's pretty difficult to see. So I would say, yeah, just be careful with that. We have a cart icon up here, but I don't see any way to add anything to the cart. What I loved were these loading animations, right? The loading was pretty clean. It kept me engaged in the website. It kept me stopping at each section, and you've got a lot of videos, but doesn't seem to be harming the load speed, which is clean. Sticky section, big fan of that as well. And you've got call to actions, find your car, book your car, wait. I would maybe make these a bit more prominent, like the titles, because they kind of get lost in there. Testimonials as well is nice. And then we have the frequently asked questions. All right, we got a tier it now. Let's get a quick poll in the chat. And let's go S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Poll is running. You're going to have 10 seconds to do it. Cart needs gone. Where's the poll sitting at right now? We got a split between A, B, and C. Someone changed their vote. Does it let you change your vote? Anyone just randomly click, okay, yeah, okay. I could be the tiebreaker. For me, okay, B wins. B is the winner here. Poll concluded. All right, let's go B in here. Let's see. Next website we have is going to be Digimedi Health by Enzo. Oh, I lost the link for that one. 1 second whilst I grab it. All right, we got it. Link is up. And boom. All right, digimedihealth.com. Well, first of all, I have to say, this already gets a bonus point for me because I can see it was started using one of my templates. Now, I can see where the template has been skewed a little bit. The font was changed and it's made it a little less clean. And there's also space for a video which has been taken out. But hey, it gets a bonus point for me for using it. Why us? Okay. Authorizer. Authorize claims faster. Simplify, automate, unite. I quite like these little bold texts at the start, although he loses a point. He's done it here, consistent. Done it here, consistent. Didn't do it here. Dropped it off. Empowering ICU care. Okay. Consistent system. It's very stock imagey. It would be nice to see some real pictures. He's got his calendar embedded there. Good. Quickly able to jump on a call to action. That's good. And then, okay, there's some real pictures. Got himself in there. Linked to his LinkedIn. That's good. Who you're working with. Okay, there's another one. Co-founder. And they've got frequently asked questions. Cool. All right. What else do we have in here? About us. Okay, these are... So they're linking to anchors. Show me how. Where does it take us? Calendar. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's do it. We got 90-second roast. Well, I got to be harsh on myself here because, like I said, this came from one of our templates. But I would say the way that the font has been used at the top, there's something about it that's not making it pop. Previously in the template, there's a video under here. I would maybe color some of this text to make it pop or something like that. Capitalization, perhaps. There's transform, critical care with non-cap C, and then capital real-time data integration. Non-consistent, which is probably my red flag there. Seamless management of... Okay, so they've got why us. All right. I gave that critique already. I don't like that. These are obviously AI images, which look a little bit weird. Like, what the hell's going on that screen, right? Some baby's been born with a... It's going to be uncomfortable for the mother, let's just put it that way. How it works. Okay. Not my industry, so hard to comment on the copy. And we've got the call booking there. Got about him. Nice image. I assume that's another language. And then the frequently asked questions. So yeah, I would say the big critique is just on the way of making it pop. The images don't really do it. It feels very stock. Now, onto the good things, I would say, on the contrary to my negative, I suppose, would be the bold text on these first two. I like the way that popped. I like the fact that he has his KPIs there near the top. He's got his authorized claims faster, increased workflow efficiency, 30% better bed utilization. I'd maybe make that bold so it's a bit more clear. Quote from the founder, good. How it works, important to know. And the calendar, also good to have as well. One thing that I'm noticing here as I scroll through the site, the one big thing that seems to be missing is that there are no... bonus for having T&C and privacy policy. Are they clickable? Yeah, looks like it. One thing I will say is it's lacking testimonials. I should have quizzed you on that. I should have asked you what is lacking, but no testimonials is, it's not the best for building trust, especially in an industry which handles sensitive stuff, client information, medical, from what I can gather here. Going in there without any proof is a little unfortunate, but you never know. Maybe it's an early stage product, but even in that sense, they should have made that more clear. Okay, let's just quickly see the page speed. I know we didn't do this with the last one, but hey, we're limited by time. And on that note, actually, it looks like we ran out of it. So Poll, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Boom. The poll is live. We got A, B, C. Tied between A and C. Whoever's in B, give it a vote. A or C? We need the B people to switch. Change your vote. Someone's in B. We can't see who it is, but they are not changing. Oh, we got a change. We got one change. Someone else in B, give us a change. C? Takes a C. All right, let's jump it in there. Takes a C. All right. What have we got now? Vitek. Vitek develops. All right. Looks like I'm missing the link for this one as well. Let me just grab that. Got it. Okay, next site. Let's restart the timer. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Looks like it might just be a one-pager. March 6th, Prague, Czech Republic. That's a nice touch. Now, is it a template is the real question. It's giving me template vibes. Framer. Do we have someone in the chat who can go and check and see if it's a template? Because we're going to have to drop a point off if it is. Frizzy Shark says defo template. I mean, if it is, I like it. The Memojis is a cool feature. I've done it on my own sites before. Portfolio. The portfolio is in here. Let's see. Is this going to be a Framer site as well? Nope, Shopify. So whoever it is does have experience. I can't get onto this website, so minus points for that not being clickable. This is a Framer template, says Tatari Trades in the chat. Okay. 20 more seconds, but not a lot to look at. Get in touch button, where does it take us? Okay, we can fill in our information, but there's no X, so I can't leave this. I'm stuck on this page. Interesting. It's not bad. There's just not an awful lot to do. It's quite a small site, right? It's almost like it's optimized to go in someone's link in bio. Okay, so first roast is obviously the fact that it's a template. These like kind of italic texts are cool, but they might be a little bit overdone now. Landing pages starting from €699 and websites from $999. If you know me by now, I'm not a huge fan of placing your prices on your websites. We have a better strategy, which I teach in our course, on how you can build your pricing and how you can actually make them inquire in order to get it and actually end up with more deals rather than less. The last one was a Flynn template. It was a Flynn template, and I pointed that out at the start. You much prefer real pictures of the actual person, okay, rather than a memoji. Fair, but I do think it still looks cool inside the design. Maybe a real picture and then some fake pictures. Maybe this one here could have been a real one, and then he could have memojied himself in that process. I'm not certain. Maybe no points deducted, says Josh. He says it still looks good. So no points being deducted for a template. I gotta disagree. We like to see people flex their creativity. The kind of glass-morphous corner with a gradient looks nice. Okay, a minute and a half to say what we like. Well, working on creating timeless digital web experiences. It's actually pretty nice copy. And I like this touch at the bottom there where he's got his time and his time zone and location. That's pretty cool. Memojis, I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I think I quite liked it. More offerings would be important. Potentially, maybe explaining the process of the landing page. I don't think necessarily he should sell more stuff, but perhaps he could expand on what a landing page contains, because there's more stuff contained within his actual service, right? Like, he doesn't just do a landing page or a website. The website probably has e-commerce integration, because we've seen that he's got a Shopify site. I would say we could also do with some reviews from these case studies, but I like that he's added them in there. Personally, instead of linking out straight to the website like he's done, I would put the link to, I would have the link go to a case study page on his website with a call to action at the bottom for, you know, what people should do if they want a website similar to this. And I would probably add an entire page for case studies and more portfolio pieces. This portfolio looks way better than the case study websites, which makes me think it's a template and puts doubt in his skills. Interesting. It's a fair observation. I can see where you would get with that. All right, vitekdevelops.com. Well, let's just see one thing. The loading speed is very, very quick, so we have to respect that. All right, where's he going on our tier list, though, folks? Is it going to be A, S, C, or B? Let's add this poll in right now. S, A, B, or C? Poll is in the chat. We're at 75% on C right now. I didn't think it was that bad, you know. Didn't think it was worthy of being so, being demoted so low. Interesting. C's got some of the votes. B, no votes for S and no votes for A, despite some compliments that I saw. It's small, but design's not bad. C, I agree, actually. I think C is too low. I think it could get more kudos than that. But if you guys are solid on C, I don't even think my vote would swing it. Design on what? There's no purpose. I just think it's not as nice as Ben Happy. C is like dog water. Yeah, I do feel like this is a B website, but you guys have the final say. Anyone want to switch over to B last minute here? The only thing loading on the website is the live date. All right, 10 seconds. If not, it's going to C. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We got 10 votes on it. 3, 2, 1. C it is. You guys are the judge. C it is. All right, next site. Let's do it. Brez, unknown submitter. Okay. So the question is, did the person who submitted this actually build it? Let's wait and see. Well, I gotta say, I hope one of you guys built this, because it is pretty special. Wow. Let me put the timer on, but I mean, let's enjoy our time here. 1 minute 30. 35 integrations or technologies detected on Wappalizer. Google Tag Manager, Analytics, Ad Shoppers, and it is a Shopify site with Klaviyo reviews. Whoever this is has spent a lot of money on it. We got custom animations. It loaded fast despite all of that. The perfect effect. What does it feel like? Drop down, drop down, drop down. Choose your experience. Very, very clean branding, I have to say. It's a headless Shopify store. €1 a month. It's Cannabis and Lions, man. Are they a big brand? 54,000 followers. They got UGC. They got a lot. Drop a follow on my Instagram. Might as well plug it whilst we're here. Wow. Microdose. Okay. Well, it's almost time to dig into the roast, but I gotta find something in the next few seconds. Okay, we're getting there. There's a couple things we can look at here. All right, time for the roast. First things first, I would say maybe let's just put these in a bigger window, right? Doesn't need to be down to the bottom of the screen. We could have made this a 2-column thing, and I think that would have done fine. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. I probably would say that works. Who are they targeting? That's one of our key questions. I guess it's a kind of self-fulfilling thing, but they've got no hangovers here. Made in USA, federally legal, so probably a US clientele. It's a little more different with something like a drink to pinpoint your target audience. Very, very much trustworthy, right? You would put your contact information in there. But one thing I didn't like, these little things here, the little drop down made me feel like I was going to click this and it was going to be like a choice, a multiple choice form field. I thought that was a little bit boring. I think they could have done something a little more inspired with that section. This layout's quite good. It takes up a lot of the screen, but their branding is clearly their strong point. So, yeah, I'm not sure. Good that they've showcased their reviews there. Pure, fun, formulated. Not much UGC at all. Maybe that's to protect their brand, but I'm not a huge fan of the fact they literally don't showcase any UGC. Let's have a look here real quick. Okay, maybe that counts, but how do we get to their shop page? Okay. There we go. We finally get to the UGC and the checkout. All right, we're in the positives, and wow, there's a lot of them. I would say the left alignment's a little bit weird here. This is probably their weakest point of the whole website, is the way that they've got the text just kind of off to the right and not really any nice paragraph that sells it. Did they do that with all of them? Yeah, they do. Okay, it's not the best thing that they've got going there. Plus, I just clicked on double, pressed experience it, and it took me back to flow. So there are some issues here. There's no doubt about that. What happens if I click spirit? It keeps bringing me back to flow. So there's actually some evident issues with the site here as well. The pictures are cool. I would say it almost feels like a fake product. That's why I wanted to see their reviews here, and at least you can see that there are images of people actually with it. Good to know that this guy's doing it whilst he's driving. Crazy. But yeah, I mean, the branding's on point. The loading is amazing. The fact that they've got this kind of like almost psychedelic background and it's like a mushroom thing. The whole thing is really nice. But I don't know if somebody, the person who submitted this is one of our lot, but it's a submission we got. I don't know if they built it, but hey, nice website nonetheless. So, where do we put Mr. Unknown Submitter on our list? Where are we going to put them? Is it going to be S, A, B, or C? We don't have any S-tier websites or even A-tier websites yet. You guys have been savages since the beginning. Let's go S, A, B, C. If we can get up to 10 poll votes again, that means I will be able to say, I will be able to add my vote and it will be worth 10%. Or if we get to 9. 9 votes, 67%. Current vote is sitting at 11% S, 67% A, 22% B. I gotta say, guys, this is an S-tier website. Like, it's got social proof. It's very clear who it's for. It loads fast. Everything about it is smooth. There's call to actions all around. If it was for branding, S, there are some oddities in terms of functionality. What I might guess is that it's showing flow every time I click experience it, right? Like, I click that, products, it takes me to Lion's Mane. If I click on Spirit, okay, we didn't, guys, we would have paid off to read properly, right? The product you tried to access is not available in your region or country. So I don't know. I think we got to take that back, because that's on us for putting a little timer on ourselves. But I would actually argue that the functionality is even better. That's been able to pinpoint my IP address and ban me from ordering the illegal stuff in this country. So drinkbrez.com, big brand, clean website. I gotta see some votes go to the S tier because it's an S tier website. Come on, guys, let me see some. Let's get some S. Let's get some S's in there. 13 votes. People not willing to give up their A. People are not willing to give up their A's. You want it in S? Really? You want it in S? I give you 5 seconds. Let's see if it's going to change. But I think you guys you're being sure on your word tonight. That's for sure. 13. Okay. Brez is getting an A tier. There it is. Let's go into the next one. Tima app. Let's have a look. Timer starting now. Okay, so Tima app. The smartest way to understand people is by decoding their behavioral DNA. And the site is built with Wix and WordPress, apparently. Be interested to figure out which is which. That bottom bar looks like this is a Wix site, but I don't know where WordPress integrates. Looks like legacy Wix, not Wix Studio, which is interesting. It's an app. Measure happiness scores. Bit bland bullet points there. I can see what they're trying to do. It's almost like they've been limited by their resources and expertise rather than their creativity. Training companies predict success rates, 91% accuracy. Coaches, yeah, the text pushes down a bit. It's a bit weird sizing. Let's see what their buttons do.
I'm going to be walking you through how to build your own custom profiling test. And this is so that you can transform the way that you qualify leads, assess talent, and grow your business. At Team App, we specialize in helping coaches, consultants, and businesses design and deploy their own profiling tool.
All right, roast time. For me, right? For me, I think this is a guy who's probably got something pretty intelligent, right? You can see he's got a lot of social proof and testimonials. Jobs Foundation, Real Success Network. Like, I'm guessing these are places he's been featured or whatever. But the site itself just doesn't encapsulate what seems to be actual pretty decent expertise in here, right? It's pretty clear who they're targeting. He talks about corporates, entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants. I think we can see, what we can see kind of how they're positioned to help. They talk about their unique approach. But look, it's a bit dull, right? The way that the font is formatted here, it doesn't look very good. Like, this is all a bit clunky. The bullet points are a bit off. There's no kind of consistency. If you look at that, this goes from bold or one color to sort of thin in another color. It looks a bit weird. The buttons are not bold or hard to kind of read build my own profiling tool. It's just got weird spacing. The green seems a bit random. I don't know why he's going from blue to green when there's no green in the logo or anything like that. These buttons look pretty off. I'm just not sure. It's not very good, is it? It's not very good. But we're on to the positives now. And what I can say is it actually seems pretty legit. Like, despite this, I was still able to believe that the guy knows what he's talking about. They've got a blog here, which is pretty extensive. A lot of blog articles. I'd probably hide my views if I was getting that many. But, you know, the guy's clearly pumping them out, right? Yeah, I feel like I still trust this website despite the design not being very good. And I think that has to come down with... I think that has to come down to the use of social proof, and the copy demonstrates the expertise, right? You can see that they know what they're talking about based on the copy rather than based on the design doing the selling for them. They've got a happy customer with an actual testimonial with a picture, right? The only thing they could possibly have done to level up that testimonial would be a link to that person's business and a business logo. But that is still a pretty solid testimonial. It ticks all the boxes. It's got a quote, it's got their name, it's got their picture. That's a trust builder. Methodology, a good thing to demonstrate, like I've said. You can see their partnerships. Right? You do trust this brand. Millions of people who have taken personality profile testing. They do some things right. Honestly, these guys could probably do with a website designer coming in, revamping it for them, and helping them a lot. But what I will say is, if they're using an app, that probably explains why they've not put too much energy into their website. All right, let's take a vote. Where are we sticking this? Start a poll. Let's go. S, A, B, or C? PTSD from this alarm. The funny thing is I can't even hear it. A, B. Okay, quite a few votes for C. We're at 7 votes now, but I can see there's 13 people in the chat. So get your votes in. 8 votes. Oh, someone unvoted there. Unsure. They're sitting on the fence. 9 votes. Let's get one more in to finalize this one. A and B, you guys are split 22% each. Is somebody gonna sway this in a different direction? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Poll over. Another one bites the C dust. But I would say that's a real C website, right? The first one we stuck in. The other ones are not too bad. I think if we had our D tier here, we might have a different vote split. All right, next site. Association of Parent of Children with Disabilities. Okay, apcdt.romania. Interesting. So it looks like this has a built-in translator, which is cool. Let's start our timer. I know you guys have been enjoying it. Okay. Daycare center events. I like that there's a built-in translator. That's cool. What's this built with? Wix. Okay. Our roots. Nice. Right aligned text with left aligned text. I'm not sure about. But that might have been the translation that did that. Let's just double check. No, it was done like that. It looks like a concept business. Interesting. Events. How do we join these events? It's a blog. It's like a recap of events, I get. A lot of copy, yeah. I'm feeling that as well. All right, time for the roast. Well, first of all, I would say the calls to action are not very great, but I don't know if that's a translation thing. Let's just quickly see. No, it's not. Yeah, so it's just saying more in the calls to action, which I don't think is very powerful. The only one that's good is the contact us at the top. Header-wise, I would say it's all a bit weird that it's left aligned. I would keep all of this on the left and then move that to the right. Or in fact, I'd probably move the items to the left with the logo. I'd move search and translate along to the right with login. Joined, hands, open hearts, join our mission. It's a bit stock imagey at the top here. I like this that they go into who we are because it's a very mission orientated website. As you can tell, you can see what they want. It's kind of, you know what, they probably tried to save cost because it seems like a charity, right? And they've got a clear mission to spend their money on a daycare center. They probably tried to save cost doing it themselves. And if you weren't a web designer and you did this yourself, it's probably it's actually not a bad job at all. They've actually embedded their Instagram feed, which is good. Adds some proof, but again, like a lot of disjointed imagery here. I'm not really sure on the flow of the site. It's quite hard to follow. All of this is on one page. It could be left and right aligned. I'm not sure why they've gone with the one after the other. Projects. This is probably the cleanest page. I actually quite like this one. And let's start our positives there since the timer just went off for you guys. Interesting. Special group for children. Yeah, I mean, look, it's quite nice to think that they built this site themselves and they've done it to save costs, but I think probably if they're trying to approach investors in order to build this daycare center, they ought to probably invest in a better site. I feel like you get a vibe for the mission and it makes you feel on board with it. That would be a positive to take away. But other than that, I'm kind of struggling with the flow and the alignment of the text in particular is just a bit off. Nothing's kind of consistent. It's not like a consistent spacing. If you look at the header here, you've got this space on the left and right. And then if you go on the about page, it's inconsistent again. Then there's a little image there. The timeline, that text is barely readable. But I like that they have the about page and the story. Donations, good, because you want to show social proof. You can actually just straight up donate like that. So they've built that infrastructure, but they don't have a call to action to it, which is a shame. They've got a login, which is good. You can obviously check what donations you've made, track your purchases, and they've used the Wix Studio translation tool, which is nice as well. So it's not the worst, but it's not screaming out as a winner at the same time. So where are we going to take this, guys? Are we going to go into the C, or are we going to put it into B? B is currently winning. I'm surprised that it's been such a landslide for B. I felt like the website that showcased the last guy that we looked at, I felt like he was more of a B than this one. But why are you voting B? Those who are voting B, drop some reasoning in the chat. I'm keen to understand why you've gone for that. Can we make that alarm quieter? Probably. Let me see. Yeah, that's the alarm dropped in volume. Very nice looking staircase. Alarms are being made louder. Yeah, so what do we think? Why are we going B on that one? It looks like it's going to be a winner, but I want to know why. Functionality and foresight felt in multilingual. Yeah, good point. And you can tell it's... I almost feel like it gets a B because you can tell the owners created it with some degree of passion. All right, B, done. Next one, we've got ZT Sports by Gavin. Let's have a little look at what Gavin has been cooking. All right. All right, so speed skating equipment. It's a weird layout, I will say that. WordPress site, pretty boring hero image, and we're straight into the products. Okay. Bolts. What I will certainly say is we know exactly who they're targeting with this website. It's clear to see why they're positioned to help. Does it make you want to take action though? Right? Is it like is this jumping at you? A big variety of products, and then you hit this more featured products, popular brands, articles. Let's have a look at some of their stuff. Interesting. All right. Roast time. I would say first things first, this hero section is super... It's just not optimized. It doesn't get you excited about the site at all. It doesn't make you want to buy their stuff. It should be, welcome to ZT Sports. You could probably just do speed skating equipment or even just leave it at that. Your one-stop destination for speed skating excellence. I would drop that, pick one sentence out of it you liked and have that as the sub-hero copy. From there, shop now is basically invisible. It looks weird. And then this image... It just doesn't look very good, guys, does it? Then we go straight into basically the entire store, which it just doesn't make sense, right? Why would you have the entire store there and then have your featured products way below? You would put the store in another page for loading speed optimization and also just for like easiness. We've got short track blades randomly thrown in here and you can't click any of the images. Feature products, popular brands is good, but look at that. I mean, it's just in a white box, and they've got the same logo twice here. Useful articles. Okay, that's good. Good thing to have. It just needs tidied up. There's a lot of text. This should all be separated into something cleaner and more modular throughout the website. What I will say that they've done good about it, and tell me how's the volume doing now that I've turned it down. They've got a wide range of products, but they're not really filtering it by excitement, right? You're coming on and you're looking at maple strings and stuff like that. People will search for specific things they need. Like if I need to buy bolts, I'm going to search for bolts. If I want to be excited about a brand, I want to look at their best products first. So whilst they have the variety, they're not really prioritizing it in any kind of way that makes sense. This button's almost touching there, which just looks weird. But like you said, Robert, the useful articles is a nice thing to have. It's good to have the content. Let's see what their profile section's like. Okay, it's good that they have one, but it's a bit weird. They've got username here and then password aligned differently. Let's test out the search. Let's see how fast it is. Bolt. Okay, that's quite nice. And they give you quick suggestions as well. So if I type the word, there's a drop down produced straight away. Yeah, okay, not bad. Where are we putting this one on the tier list, folks? S, A, B, C. All right. I'm actually going to end the vote on time this time. We've got 13 seconds. Get your votes in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's 50-50. Someone's going to have to change. C took the win. C has taken the win. And that one took it as well. All right. C takes it. Oh, we got another vote in. I'm going to go with C as well. I think I have to take C. All right. By the way, just to interrupt for a second, right? How many websites are you seeing here as C? And then some people question whether website design is a viable business. I'm like, look at all these people who are wasting money spending on ads, getting traffic to their websites, for them to be literally C tier, bottom of the pile websites, right? That's wasted money. People could be taking advantage of better design to increase their margins on any advertising that they do, to increase the likelihood, like we saw with that woman, of getting donations, etc. Websites are still the backbone of success for companies like this. So you got to go out and get them. All these websites I've sent in here, somebody submitted them, right? It could have been someone who's building it for a client. It could have been someone who is, has built it themselves. But either way, there's people here that need help. If I was in your shoes, I'd probably reach out to them, right? And say that you can help. So let's jump into the next one. Timer, restarting, website, open. FitSitesHub.com. Fittest websites for personal trainers. Power your personal brand with us. Boost your reputation, get more clients for as little as $150 a month. How can we help you? Build up your brand, get your site in shape, affordable gains, unlock your growth. What's this site built on? WordPress, interesting. How does pricing work? Chat with us. Interesting. I can't get off of this again. Our process. Choose package. Fill the form. We get to work. Minus points for using the same picture in two areas. They've put their price in there, but they're not charging any. It doesn't look like there's a setup cost. You will get a response within 24 hours. All right, ready? Roast time. Okay, so first thing on the roast, this big empty space on the right here, there's plenty of room for a video, for a mock-up, for site examples, something like that. I would also say there's no testimonials, no examples, no case studies, right? Big lacking factor. I clicked on our team, which by the way is for some reason under legal, which doesn't even make sense. And lo and behold, there's no team to display. If we click on facts, nothing there either. We click on customers, nothing there either. So a lot of broken buttons, not really working. Contact, boring, and there's not really any, like, where's the incentive for me to fill in my details here? What do I get? Okay, let's talk about how we can get you more clients. But you're giving me name, email, and asking me to fill in information. Doesn't make a lot of sense. That button should take me straight to a calendar or to a booking page where I could be able to book into your website, book into your calendar, and speak to you via Zoom. Or put your phone number there and I'll call you myself, right? Doing without that, well, you're just giving away money, right? You've got this website, you've invested time and energy into it, and now that you have it, you're not getting anything out of it. Again, using the same picture twice, which is clearly a stock image and has no relevance to fitness. Well, it's not in a gym or anything like that. What's the point? If we go to the positives, though, I quite like their copy, right? It's a bit cheeky, it's a bit cringe, but it works, right? Bulk up your brand with the muscle emojis, nice. Get your site in shape fast, it's cool. Like if you look there, we'll whip it into shape in no time with a lean, mean design. Working as hard as you do. Like they've been creative to make it tailored to their target market. The colors are consistent across the whole website, which is good. Very good point. It could do with a blog. A blog would work very nicely. You like the SVGs? Yeah, that's good. Pricing, it's not the way I would do it, but I feel like it's actually good and it makes sense the way that they've put it in. I don't know if I get a lot of value by having 10 pages though. Like up to 20, up to 5, up to 10. I would happily have one website if one page if it's going to work and help me get customers, right? It doesn't really make much sense to do it differently. Let's chat again. Yeah, it's a bit weird, but overall it's not the worst site. I feel like it's a work in progress rather than a finished design, and I feel like that's their problem. It's not quite done, but Fit Sites Hub, it kind of works. Fittest websites for personal trainers, sure. All right, where are we putting it on our list? S, A, B, or C? B. I think B is probably fair. A lot of B votes. Okay, full house on B right now. Full house on B at 6 votes. No movement on B. Time is out anyway. 1 vote for A. Alright, B is the landslide winner. Let's put it in B and let's give it a little good job. Alright, next one. 13 Way by Christian Espinoza. 13way.org. Let's do it. Okay, welcome to 13 Way. Lots going on here. I feel like I've just drank one of those, what was it called? Oh shit, we've locked our screen. One of those breeze drinks. What was it called? Brez. I feel like I've just drank a can of Brez. But 13 Way. It's a bit crazy, but let's see what's actually happening. Media production powerhouse. Okay, makes a little bit more sense. Digital revolution alchemists. It's pretty crazy. I gotta say, it depends what their target market is. A lot of YouTube video views, 369k. That's gonna be as soon as you guys keep advocating for my channel, right? It's just a lot happening at once. Let's see their about page. They've got a .org as well, which is weird. Slow loading speed to take me to the about page. They're going to lose some points for that. How far down are we? Someone said. I think we're like 12 or 11. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Whoops. 13 Way mission. Well, I think the roast has to be, it's a bit difficult to understand what's going on here. I'm finding it hard to understand who this website's for. They're offering a discount when we don't know anything about them. Okay, dive into the 13 Way of web design. 35% discount on new sites. Use it where? Where am I going to use the discount code? There's not even any shop. Contact us. Sales and support chat now, WhatsApp. Quite hard to read the text on that button. It contrasts quite a lot. Pricing related questions. Pricing is determined on the complexity. So you're going to give 35% discount on price that's not been confirmed yet. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Let's see services. Web design, digital arts. I feel like it has the potential to be cool, right? This kind of edgy nature about it and like a retro vibe. But you need to kind of lean into that aspect of it, right? And actually kind of show like, oh, we're this kind of hip or edgy brand, right? Pricing has been shown in 3 different formats, which doesn't make a lot of sense. The per year price, you get a landing page, free domain and SSL for $99 a year. That's pretty cheap. That's fair enough. Logos are fine. This one could have been done differently. I suppose the positives for me on this would be the proof of, you know, the amount of YouTube views and stuff like that. But as Robert says, it's all going a bit crazy. It's all happening at once. It feels like some sort of psychedelic experience where, yeah, like I say, it could be their big selling point, having all this craziness on them, but it needs control. And I feel like that's what's missing. They have a blog here, which is good. They're probably generating some traffic with that. This looks a bit weird. There's not a lot of like need for the profile if it's just going to be 13-way with no picture. Inconsistent spacing on the blog there. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Where are we sticking 13-way, guys? We're going to go S, A, B, or C. $13-way, 13 seconds to go. Not user-friendly for old people. No, nor young people either, I think, is the problem. Not user-friendly for everyone. Yeah, C it is. Again, a lot of C's here. That's your opportunity. If you're a website designer, the C is your opportunity to land a client and help them get better. Next one, Long Season by Eon Orogo. Long Season, the book. A long winding journey into life. Interesting. Let's redo it. So, who is it for? It's an autobiography, it seems. Available now. Click below to get your copy and immerse yourself in a story of growth. A bit uncertain who it's for. We've got a menu up here when there's loads of space in the header to have these. Remember, guys, every extra click that you make people take is an obstacle to getting them to click something else. Blog. So this is a blog, but it seems like you either can't click on the article itself, or the blog itself is just the blog itself is just some updates. I'm not sure what's going on here, to be honest. It's a bit disjointed. Contact. Let's see, get your copy. What does that allow me to do? Okay, it takes me to Amazon, and I can get it on Kindle. Okay. I don't think it works. But, Mr. Yuri, I'm going to have to roast you now. I'm sure your book and your long-winding journey into life is good, but the accordion is the blog. Yeah, I think that's the issue, right? This whole thing here is the blog article, which is basically irrelevant. It needs a full article, not just what's being put here. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What do we think? What do we want to roast Yuri on? I think a picture of him would be good if it's going to be his own biography. A bit more information about who this is for, who it's going to help. And yeah, I think there's some work to be done here for sure. It could be put together nicely. It could sell you on the book, but honestly, you'd be better just sending people straight to the Amazon checkout from the URL rather than sending people to this website at all. That would be my honest take. What's it built on? Who even knows? It's barely any technologies. So yeah, I think there's probably potential. It loads fast, but other than that, guys, I don't know what we can say about this one. It seems pretty unfinished. So let's stick our timer down to our tier list and let's put it somewhere. Where are we sticking it, guys? Are we gonna go S, A, B, or C? Yep. C it is. All right, next one. Lorac Films. This is cool. I think we know who the target audience is straight away, right? These brands that they've worked with, very nice, good portfolio. I'm liking this website already. What's it built on? Wix Studio, very nice.
Make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in, then break you out. In the end, we gon' make a child. Then we gon' hit this.
Pre-production, production, post-production. See, that right there is almost that controlled chaos vibe, right? It's kind of like what the other guys have done. They've gone edgy. This guy's obviously kept it a bit more clean, but yeah, like the font is a bit crazy, but they've kept it contained. Portfolio. That's cool that they've actually said what they did for it.
Bitches wanting Frenchie's not Philippe. That's the type that put me in my mood. She know that.
Yeah, not bad.
On my bed, she
I like that. Very fast loading as well. You can get all of the videos, which is exactly what everyone would want to see in something as simple as a hover. Guys, we got to roast it, but what we're going to say? I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Do you know what I would roast it for, though? We don't know who's behind it. There's nothing about the team that work at the company, and there's no call to action. It wouldn't hurt too much. I know we don't want to block this cool show reel, but would it really hurt too much to put a little about button in there? Right? A little contact us, or a little book a schedule a chat or something like that, right? I don't think it would. And we also don't really know much about who's behind the brand, which we should, right? You could probably build a pretty nice personal brand off of the back of this website. But hey, I missed the timer because I was so engrossed by all the things going on. This is perfect for keeping your dopamine nice and high. But I'm a big fan of this, right? And it's built on Wix Studio, which is why we can probably see the loading speeds very, very fast. All the videos are just dropping in there, which is perfect. I like the fact you can just hover and they play, and that they stop as soon as you come off it. Nice hover animations here. Color scheme, very solid, especially for the target audience. Would it benefit to have the same name here, the same logo? I almost feel like if you duplicated it, it would look weird, so I can kind of get why they've gone with just the italic normal font. Maybe you could put above that, as featured in, or working with clients such as, rather than just throwing the logos on there. I feel like that part could be cleaner, or even something about us, and then putting underneath the logos there to make it tie in a little bit nicer. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's a pretty clean website, right? What we thinking? What tier are we getting it? This is Carol's website for Made by Pablo, is my understanding. Do the logos have alt text? How would I see? Because it's spinning too far to try and track it. Carol. All right. I think it's poll time, guys. Where are we sticking this one? S, A, B, or C. Case study page is real clean as well. You could just do with some more of them because it's only on one client, but it looks real nice. All right, where are we sticking it? S tier is winning right now. It's between S and A. Tiebreaker. The vote has been swung. We have our first S tier website. Well, congrats to Carol who's watching and to Pablo who's also watching and built the website. Respect, guys. Good job. All right. Next one, we have a personal portfolio from Alexa. I better be quiet and not say that too many times or my Amazon device behind me will start going crazy. Design an animation that make your ideas pop. Okay, well, we can see exactly what they do. Who are they best for? Is it animation for videos? Is it animation for websites or products? Like, how does it work? Okay, 2D explainer video for a kid's show, 3D animation for a kid's brand of shoes, 3D animation of assembling Red Raven camera, motion graphics, check out all the fun. I would say they're not really showing many of the animations off the bat, right? You can see that there's featured projects, but where you could easily put that into the website and have a GIF even, or some sort of repeating transparent video to show the animations. Let's dig into the portfolio. Looks like Cocomelon or something. Well, the first roast has to be that it creeped me out a little bit, but nah, I think it's cool. From Montenegro with a bachelor's in interactive media design. I mean, it's nice. I think the guy could do more of just really shouting about his work. He's got all of these 2D animations. He doesn't even have Lottie files or anything. Okay, maybe there's this one here. Fair enough. But it could be popping all over the place, right? You could have some real animations happening, and I think that's kind of what you need if you're going to showcase an animation website. Whimsical, bold and bright. A showreel just like what the last website we had, Lorac Films. I would probably have this with some sort of crazy showreel as well, or even like a window on the right here that you can watch it in. You can see that they've got the translation feature, which is nice. Is that Serbian? Yep, Serbia as well. Cool. So kudos to them for building that into it. They got WordPress. They do some advertising by the looks of it. They got Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel. They've got About Me. Let's Be Creative takes you to contact. Okay, this contact form is a little bit better. Budget is optional. Book my call, not bad. Positives, I would say, he's put in about him, which is good. He's demonstrating his skill set. But I almost feel like he's maybe undervalued himself a little bit. Like, just don't put the progress bar. Did somebody say that? Pablo said, ditch the progress bars. I would say ditch it, because why say to people you're only 85% good at UX design? It would just make them doubt you. Just list all of them as skills. If you're at 85% efficacy, you can obviously help, right? There's no need to undermine your skill in that area. So I would critique on that, but I would say it's nice that he's done about him. Featured work. Okay, there's more featured work there. Let's see this page. So he has quite a lot of featured work, but he's just not really shouting about it on the site itself. I feel like that's the real issue here. Check out all the fun projects. Fast loader. It looks a little pixelated. That's not just me on my screen share. It does look a little pixelated on that logo at the top there, so I would critique that. But what do we think, guys? Is this a C or is this a B? Where are we sticking this one? S A B. Exactly. 100% more than clients. B. We got B. Someone put in S, probably. Pablo, since it's Serbian. Alright, B is the winner. We got another site in the B tier. Cool. Next one. We're almost at the end of our list. We got Aiden Ahmad. Let's have a look at his site. Let's start our timer and let's go through it. Let's close up some of these. Okay, let me refresh that. Okay, digital and physisk. Okay, it's in another language. I'm at a disadvantage here. Let's translate it to English. Digital and physical, presence in one place. Okay, minus points for not using the native. They're using Webflow. I don't even know if Webflow has its own translation tool. I would suggest maybe Wix Studio. Or seeing if you can get something built into Webflow. They've got their portfolio, which is clean. Book a web meeting, good. They've got a call booking pretty high up there. Get increased visibility. Okay, so that's what their value is. But who are they really selling to? It's kind of broad audience. I don't think they speak specifically to somebody. Modern website for all red consulting, Yanni experts, more projects. Okay. What we do: web design, branding, merchandise, hosting, and domain. That's cool. They got their team in there. Can we learn more about these guys? We can, and we got their social media links as well, although hovering we can see it just takes you to the home page. Contact us, the button works. Let's see projects. So if I'm to roast anything about the site, I would say they're limiting themselves quite substantially by having Sweden only. This menu looks a bit stupid as well. It's just one big glass morphism box with a hamburger on one side and their logo at the other. Like, why not just extend all the items out there? People are quite obsessed with creating hamburgers for no reason, right? They should go on the mobile site or in a unique case on a main website. Otherwise, stick the stuff in the header bar. It makes more sense that way. Clicking that, it takes a second before I see the options. I might just click off the website. If I can't see in the header what you can do, like if I don't see home, about, services, you're just adding friction by putting that in. Let's see what prices they've gone with as well. Again, making it about how many pages are in the website, it just doesn't make sense to price this way. So I'm going to take some points off of them there. And they're putting their prices all in like a big list. Yeah, it doesn't work. Frequently asked questions, fine. We'll give them some bonus points for that. We'll get on to some of the wins of this site. About us, yeah, they've gone pretty good into detail about themselves. That's cool, right? They're showing some kind of neat pictures of them and the team. I like that. I quite like this site, I have to say. Let's see what happens when I book a meeting with them. Okay, they've got the Google Calendar embedded in there. You can book a Google Meet. That's clean. Is the contact page separate? Yep, so if you want to fill in the form, you can do that. The footer is nice, right? There's no denying that the footer is nice. Let's have a look at their blogs. Yeah, cool. Let's see if we actually click into it, what happens. Pretty good as well. They've got blog built in there. Cool approach to the footer. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't look like these. Let's see that picture. Is that one of their teammates? Doesn't look like any of them. I could be wrong, but they've done all that work putting in their own pictures and they don't have like a team picture at the top. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. All right, what we going with, guys? Digitalo.io. Where are we sticking it? S, A, B, or C? A. A, S. A is the winner. A tier website. All right, we've got DeFi Hub. All right, let's have a look. Decentralized Finance Hub. Okay, let's restart that timer. Let's do it. Okay, so you can see what they're going with the brand in here. It's probably, I don't know what their target market is, but it's pretty funny. It would make people stop scrolling. It would make them laugh, probably. So I can see the value in having that there. Clear options, invest, create, and earn. Your gateway to investment strategies and community-driven financial growth. The part that I'm struggling with is figuring out exactly what it is or how it works. Okay, so straight away you're actually does it actually let me connect my wallet? MetaMask. It does. Yeah, okay. It's a bit sus. I'm gonna avoid that. That's the question, right? Would you connect your credit card? And how much do we trust this? Do they have a big profile? Not really. There's a lot of AI generated images. It's cool design wise, but they're in a market where skepticism is very high. They've got no social proof. They've got nothing about who's behind it. There's nothing about kind of any expertise here. It's all quite it's nice design, but I feel like that exposes you to a scam, right? And that's pretty risky. So I suppose my feedback on it would be, my roast would be, I don't trust it at all, really. But I suppose my positive aspect would be, I feel like it's clean design, nice colors. It's pretty funny what they've done with the orange and stuff like that, and they've actually tied it into the rest of the design quite nice. This over here is pretty cool. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to mean. A feature where users can create and share investment strategies for successful. This isn't my language, right? I don't know how good the copy is here, so I can't speak on it exactly. Perhaps it's good if you were in this market. But yeah, I'm not sure. Where do we stick this on our tier list, guys? I'm gonna let you vote on that now. I don't have too much more to say about it. There's not really a lot to look at. Mine's on the list, not in the SS at the rating part. Well, we put all the sites that were there at the time of submission. If you send me a link, I should be able to find it. Okay. S, A, B, see. Frizzy Shark. Can you tell me what your site is called? The poll is up. It gets a B. B or C. It's on the email. Did you put your first name in the form as Frizzy? Because I don't know if we got this one through. Hassan. Okay. C. Okay. Another one bites the C list. Nice. We should do a follow-up to this, right? Where they're all redesigned now, and we see if any of them made it to the S tier or not. All right, next one. Personal portfolio for Manuel. Toby, if you're here, can you check to see if we've got Hassan's submission, please, and ping it over to me on Discord. All right, I'm gonna check for yours, Hassan, and let's see if we can get it for you. All right, Emmanuel's portfolio site. Let's dig into it. Web developer. Always like seeing them. Currently live Colombia. Nice, a little about me. Picture of him. Projects. It's cool. I like what he's done with the animation, but I feel like it actually just takes away from like if these were all in a list, there would be more authority built because you could see exactly what he's done. Let's see. Credentials, very solid, a lot there. About projects, okay. Are they all on one? Yeah, okay. Contact. View resume. I almost feel like you don't need the resume if you've got the website, but I can see why you would put it in. Okay. Web developer. I suppose my roast on this would be this. It's a waste. I get it's like a cool animation, but it's really a waste of showcasing what work you've done. Cool that there's a GitHub repo for everything, but let's see. Let's keep it in Spanish as it was. What are these sites being built on? Okay, custom code. Probably a lot of wasted time there by custom coding these as well. Netlify. It's been a while since I've seen that. You see what I mean? Like people would see, okay, this guy's done this website, he's done this website, he's done this one. Like there's, what's that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 projects that could build your authority by having a picture of it, a testimonial from the person you made it for, the text. So General Electric SAS, React HTML and CSS web page for a company could be much better displayed. Section, okay, there it is there on the page, right? You have General Electric, SAS, boom. You write about it, you show a quote from the founder, and then next you've got what's this one? Magdal Store, and again you say Magdal Store, you've got a mock-up, you've got a quote from the founder, etc. Like I think it's cool, but you could make yourself look like more of an expert, or make yourself look like you've done more work by actually just changing the way that you're formatting these. And I feel like that's where the website falls down. I think the positives, the credentials is cool. I like this little blue subtle gradient that's coming out the back of these. I feel like you could put that behind the button and the image of you as well. Call to action, instead of see my work, you should probably just put it as contact me, or put the two buttons side by side, because the contact me doesn't actually take me anywhere. I can't do anything, so I would say that's a bit of a roast, obviously. And then let's see these credentials. What do? They take me to Google Drive. Okay, so I can see it there in Google Drive. I suppose that's good because it builds some authority. Yeah, Manuel, that's what I got to say about your site, my friend. Let's see where this is going to rank in our tier list, guys. It's short, but is it short and sweet? That's the question. GitHub link in there. Yep, GitHub. Okay, so it's currently split between S, A, B, and C. It's a pretty interesting split. I'm going to let you guys battle it out, but anyone who's in S, you're probably not going to get the win, so maybe drop to A or B. See if you can help out those other guys. I think C is pretty harsh. I got to agree with whoever's saying that. Come on, let's be fair here. A. All right, whoever's in S, make your mind up whether it's going to be A or B. If you're in B, stay there. Or we're going to give it, maybe we're going to give it an A. All right, I'll give you guys, let's see, 10 more seconds. 10, 9. A takes the win. Emmanuel has made it to A. All right, what we got here? Valerio Quattrano. Launch on track. Seems pretty cool. Let's see if they follow this format for the rest of it.
My magic formula for success is inspired by the remarkable story of Harry Potter. To explain it, I need 3 key characters from the Potter saga: Harry, the hero; Hermione, the talented witch; and Ron, the loyal friend. Together, they never fail and always triumph. Alone, they might win, but often end up captured or in danger. Sometimes they win solo, but only when all 3 are united are they invincible. Keep in mind these 3 characters. My magic formula for success is pretty similar to the Potter's formula. Here's what you need to do. Come up with a new business idea. Think of something fresh and exciting that people might like. Test your business idea. Don't just assume people will love your idea. You have to check if they really do.
All right. I've got to turn the video off now, but test, so what is it? It tests business ideas. So, without going digging, they're going to need some social proof here to show why these guys, right? So, examples of companies that have tested their idea before launching: Spotify, Twitter, Angry Birds, Uber, Airbnb. Fine. But which ones? Okay, Robinhood, Cat on Fire. Okay. But all right, is this guy real? Where do I do? How do I get find image source again? How do I search for the image source? Cannot do this anymore. Or does it not let you do it with people? Is that the case? I don't know if this is real. I mean, I'm a project manager. I get the concept, but with a business like this, you need, okay, they've got testimonials there. The button doesn't work. Cases. Like, my big skepticism here is I would be scared if I come to you to test my business idea and you not showing us that you've tested it before, or sorry, that other people have tested with you before. How am I supposed to believe that you're not just going to steal my idea? Let's see, download course. Does that do anything? So they have a course and a lead magnet, it seems. Let's see, analysis. Start a business, test an idea. How to start a successful matchmaking business. Dating agency. Human written content. Are we looking at the same screen? Oh, you mean S-tier brochure. 4HW. This guy joined later on. Got me trolling. It's in Italian, so they get some kudos for the translation. Look, there's alarm bells. There's no about us. If you're gonna say you're gonna test businesses, you're gonna have to show me what businesses you've tested before. It's as simple as that. What does the test button actually take me to? A test can cost $100 to $700. 200 market tests done so far. And how do they do it? Coffee for gamers. It's just very difficult. It's very difficult to get behind this when there's nothing to see about the founder. I don't know. It's just, there's red flags everywhere. Let's get some red flags in the chat. Maybe it's legit. But I think they just need to get a face behind it, because the problem with it is just the skepticism's through the roof. I don't know. I'm not into it, but I like the fact that they included a video. The hero section's probably the best part, and it actually stood out better than a lot of guys. Launch on track, and they've used a train. There's some effort and thought gone into it. Don't get me wrong, but they just don't have the credibility needed for a business like this. Or if they do have it, they're not demonstrating it. And there's the broken links as well. Let's see their Instagram. Like, I like the way that they're doing stuff. The cartoons is actually pretty cool. And the way that they're forming content's not bad, but yeah, like I say, the trust element's the most important with a business like this. Let's do it, guys. Let's go. Tier list. Where does it stand? Because the site itself's not that bad, but it's missing very, very important elements. Are we going to go for S, A, B, or C? Is it funny that seeing a shield makes it less trustworthy? I agree, yeah. The video is AI voiceover. The images are all AI. There's nothing human about it, and there's no humans standing behind it. That's where it lacks. C tier takes it. All right, this next one I remember seeing when I was putting the presentation together. This is very cool. By Jade Daniels, or at least submitted by Jade Daniels. Let's take a look at what has been done. Let's close out these ones. Oh no. They're going to get minus points for not letting me look at it. Let me try something. I have an idea. Yeah, I think I fixed it. There we go. We're loading up. Yep, can we see it? Looks good. Okay. It's pretty graphics intense, so it might be difficult for me to showcase, but let's give it our best shot. Nice, okay. We got some mouse tracking here. And we got a character following us along. Stream buffering. Let me try and fix that. Have we got the stream back? Let's see. Is the stream good? Can we get some emojis in the chat? Are we good? Good to go? Yep. All right, let's do it. So back to Memento Vivieri. I mean, look at that. This is crazy. There's only 5 tools on it. 8 tools. Wow. Look at that. Live moments. Journal them. I mean, immediately you're engrossed in the website, right? Or if it doesn't just track data, it understands you. Very cool. I mean, I want to click the button just out of sheer intrigue from the rest of the site, right? The Moment app. Approved by 100 therapists. Nice copy. I gotta pause the timer here because I can't do my usual roast and compliment. We just gotta be lost in this website. It's crazy. Real world actions design. Look at the cursor too. It's the literal finger. It's giving me some like Severance, some sort of like dystopian vibes as well. Moments. Daily AI guided journaling. Artificial Creative Intelligence. A leading US-based AI research company. Well, my roast for these guys is that it ain't available yet for us to check it out and see what it does. I'll try it. Join the waitlist. No timer or anything. Huh. They're adding testimonials whilst it's still on the waitlist is a bit sus, and these buttons don't work, but anyway. Tahir. Jade. Jade is Jade Daniels. That's who submitted our thing here. Let me get this back. Jade Daniels. Will you be an Orphic certified influencer? I don't know. This is pretty crazy, guys, right? They built a lot of mystery into it. Your personal AI journal. It very much plays onto move your mouse around the sign up page. Oh, okay. Wow, pretty crazy website. One of the craziest I've seen, honestly. I can't click these buttons at the top, so that's my critique. But wow, amount donated. Why Orpheek's AI was built on ACI. Very, very weird. Well, I guess we'll all be back here for my live stream. Flynn tests Orpheek.com, if that's even how you say it. I suppose that would be my only other roast. This is difficult. What is this? AI built for creativity. Introducing AC V1 Alpha. Click Memento. It's so cool. Where? Where do I click it? Where's Memento that I'm supposed to click? Tatari said, click it. In the top bar. Is that on the other page? This one? Crazy. Crazy couple of websites there. We all learned something today. I hadn't even looked. These guys are going for the Apple design style. These guys, but very cool. It's hard to know what's actually real and what's not real, though. It's crazy. Bet you won't click this. Beta test application. All very mysterious. I like the way that they approach it. Very cool. All right. Do we need to vote? Oh, we lost our tier list. No way. Let me grab that back. Let's get our tier list back in action here. All right. I'm going to be giving out bonus points for those who can tell me where these went. Where did we vote for them to go? So this one was, oh, we don't have D either. Let me just remove that. Okay, so we had, first off, this one was our S tier site, right? No, that one wasn't in there. Lorac Films, first S tier site. Tell me where this one went. That was C. That was C. That was C. C. B. 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 D. C, sorry. That one, the scammy one. That one was B as well. Alright, you guys tell me if I get it wrong. Alright. Tell me if I've got any of these in the wrong order. I'm not checking the chat yet. I need to see where these have all gone. Okay, have I got any wrong? Have I got any wrong here? Can was in A tier. A tier, okay. Someone let me know if I got any wrong, or someone send me a screenshot on Discord. That works. Yeah, we good? Time to vote. I missed one. Right, well, let's vote on Orpheek, and someone can correct me in the chat whilst we do. All right, Orpheek, I'll be mind blown if it doesn't get S tier. Landslide S. Landslide S. It had to be, right? It had to be. We all wanted to know more. We were all super intrigued, and it loaded relatively fast once I fixed that problem. Can someone correct me if any of these are wrong? But I think we're pretty much good now. Next one. General chemistry that builds bonds. Realchem.com. Let's do it.
When I hear the word chemistry, it makes me feel excited and scared.
Makes me all giddy and happy.
I feel powerful.
It makes me feel like, I'm a superwoman or something.
It gives me joy, but that wasn't always the case when I was young.
It is not accessible to everyone, and I feel sad that not everyone gets that opportunity.
One of the things that we need to do as university teachers, as college professors, is figure out strategies to try to address that. That's a large part of what Real Chem is trying to do.
Real Chem is a project that's trying to rethink the way that chemistry is taught.
What is going to happen when we put something generating heat, like me, into a...
All right. When we show students how chemistry stretches the lines to push harder. So basically, the goal of the website is to promote chemistry in the students, or basically promote chemistry as a whole, it seems. So where do they get money? Build bonds that go beyond the classroom. Request a demo. Who is it for? Built by educators who understand how students learn chemistry. Who wants this? Instructors. Access your Real Chem. Okay, so it's an education business that teaches chemistry in a different way. What's our insult, I suppose, to Real Chem? What do we not like about it? It's got a decent video. The structure is not too bad. What I would say would work. They've got results in there, but what they don't have is any reviews or any authoritative body giving any testimonials. Certainly not that I can see. They've got a good team there. Okay, kudos to that. Videos, let's see.
What happened?
Okay, a lot of stuff, a lot of content you can consume. Interesting. Where will chemistry take you? Student story. Okay, they do have student stories, so I take that back. But yeah, I think some more social proof wouldn't go amiss in here, but it's overall not that bad. There's a login, request a demo. I would say really in terms of box ticking, like it might be boring to us who are not chemistry people, but the site's pretty good. They explain what they do, right? They have a video that explains it as well. They have a pretty clean way of informing us on how it works. You can see a lot of their library of content. It's clear, like, I don't know, I'm not a chemistry guy, but I can tell that they're covering detailed information here, but doing it in a way that's not too text heavy either. What's the site built in? WordPress. They got more success stories there. See it in action. I think it's pretty good. I mean, how many times have you left, or how many of you have said, oh, all that stuff I learned in math class at school, I've taken away and done nothing with. These guys are trying to build an approach into it which says, here's how it's applied in the real world. Who sent this one in? GeoV. I think Geo's done a good job, to be honest. Pretty cool. I'm into it. Where are we thinking for our tier list, guys? S, A, B, or C? There's the alarm to remind you. A. I think A is a pretty fair approach. It does what it needs to in terms of selling people. You made Orphic's website. Man Patel, CEO of Man Creates. Let's see. Canadian entrepreneur, business executive, best known as the founder of Man Creates. Why don't you send me a DM? Send me a DM. I'll tell everyone that you sent me a DM, and we'll all believe you that it's really you. How's that for a deal? If it is, fair play. The website's very, very impressive. No doubt about that. All right. Rebar OS by Victor LeBron. Let's check it out. Did we tier it? We did tier it, right? We got the vote in. A tier. I just need to put it on. Copy that link that you put. I can't actually see. I can't see links. I don't know if YouTube's blocking you from being able to upload links. Unless you sent it to me on Discord. I can't see it. But we're gonna get a DM from 4HW anyway. And if he's legit, then we're gonna be fine. We'll believe him. All right, jumping into the next one, guys. We have almost our last site, and there's a couple people that have sent more as well, so I can take a look at Frizzy's site. I've got it sitting here in front of me. Who else sent one that said they can't see it? Diego, you can send the link, link to your site to Toby on Discord, and he'll send it to me. Rebar OS, let's see, who's it for? What does it do? You're in the storm before the calm. Customize workflows built for your success. Streamline operations, boost efficiency, and turn chaos into clarity. Stop surviving, start thriving. Quite nice. I quite like it. Calm and clarity are closer than you think. Rebar your workflow. Team management, project management, client management. Structure your success. Clarity, system, peace. Streamline. So basically, it looks like you're paying somebody to implement Zapier and AI or something like that into your life. Let's see. About website by Sailwind Creative. Maybe that's who we should be giving the kudos to here. Sailwind.co. It's like they don't have their own website. Pricing. So, face value, I think the site's pretty cool. But I feel like if I was to start roasting it, I would say what's missing is a little bit more context, right? There's not really any mission or any story here. I like the copy that they have. Okay, there's the mission. Help fulfill yours. Working for a family-owned business. We witness firsthand. Founder set out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people try and keep the founder hidden, and I've never really been sure why people do that. I'm always a fan of booking calendar appointments on every website. Contact form's fine, but a lot of people are sloppy when it comes to responding to those, and they miss out on deals. Martin, business owner. Like I said, guys, picture of the founder or picture of the person giving the review, logo of the person giving the review, link to whatever you did for them, or a screenshot or an image that shows it. And if you can, the absolute best is, of course, a video testimonial. Okay, here's one here. Aaron Fisher. So there is a testimonial with a picture there. That's cool. I now manage operations, operations. There's my roast. Bad spelling, bad grammar, with less hands-on involvement. Interesting. I think some examples are needed as well, right? It's kind of hard to see what these guys actually do other than they help you to automate stuff, but there's no real clarity on how. That being said, it's quite nice branding. The colors are cool. The gradients work. They've got it animated here. That's nice. This is good. It keeps you engaged. You're looking at all this going on the site. Tools we love. okay. It kind of gives you a bit of credibility because it's showing that you integrate with these things. That's good to see. This seems like a kind of fake mock-up. I don't really get the impression that this has any relevance with the app other than making it look like a cool website, to be honest. Team management, project management, client management. So it shows you what it does on the tin. Learn more, clicking it just takes me to pricing, not sure why. These busts are cool. The almost kind of blend between modern and traditional design with these like concrete things. I like that. And you can actually see the images are layered differently. This is actually this is copy pastable text, which is very impressive. And then never memorize something you can look up. Albert Einstein. It's pretty cool, I have to say. I do like the website. It looks nice. It intrigues you as to what they do, but I feel like it's missing some sort of explainer video or something that gives you a little bit more clarity on how it can really benefit you in your day-to-day life. So let's take a vote on that one. Are we going to go S, A, B, or C? Poll is out. A. One vote. One vote. A. That's it. One vote for A. 2 votes for A. You're either on the fence or you just have no idea about this design. S tier, someone said. I don't think it is quite there. I don't think it's quite good enough to be S tier. Okay, A. A few more votes for A. I'm checking my DMs right now. And I'm not seeing anything that says... I'm not seeing anything which indicates that our Orphic website was made by one of the guys watching us here, but let's see. The design is awesome, said Josh about that last site. Okay, it takes an A position. And there we are. We're approaching the end. All right. What we thinking? What we thinking? We got a couple more sites to get to, and of course the ones that you guys have sent me. HW Nipped it. Mateo Hong. Free up your time with an AI assistant for customer service. Let's dig into it. Okay, so set up an AI assistant that responds to your customers 24/7 on your WhatsApp, website, social media, and email. Schedule a call with our team. Right, straight away, clear value statement, clear what it does. There's a few social proof things here, or a few metric related things there, sorry. And you can schedule a call with their team via Typeform. Okay, clearly they're an Italian-based company. That's why it's like that. 100+ companies. Future of customer care. Reduce time spent responding to customers. Toby, this is one you should send to Etienne. Provide immediate answers. AI assistant ready in 5 minutes. This is a pretty clean website. They got reviews. They got a lot of good stuff going on here. Trustpilot. I'd be interested to see if the Trustpilot thing's a plugin or what. Choose the solution that's right for you. Channel manager integration. Lead content and qualification. It's pretty spread who they're offering it to, which is weird. Frizzy Shark, I got your link, don't you worry, bro. Yours will be very soon. AI email. I suppose my roast for these guys is just that they're relying on the Google Translate, but if they're only working with Italian companies, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Everything else seems pretty clean on this site, honestly. There's not a lot of holes that you can really pick. I would say the Typeform thing They'd be better embedding that or doing their own native Typeform. Like I replaced Typeform on our website pretty easily. It wasn't that hard to just create a form that worked like Typeform. But you can keep it on your own website.
Rivoluziona la gestione delle email con Keplero AI, l'avanguardia dell'intelligenza artificiale per il customer service. Collega la tua casella di posta con un click.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty nice site, honestly. Not a lot to critique here. Anyone got any critiques? Like, I think this is a pretty clean site. It's pretty good. I don't have much negative to say about it, other than I can't read the Italian. You give it an A, okay, fair, but if there's nothing bad to say about it, why not an S? Like, what's the problem that doesn't allow this to be an S? Because it's got social proof. It shows you exactly how the tool works. It shows you who it's good for. You've got tabs here. The font and colors are consistent throughout. There's nice spacing. Maybe this weird random white bit's not the best. I tell you what I would critique. I would like to see, okay, blog, that's a problem, fair. There's no blog we can access, and I would like to see the team that are actually behind it, because we can't see that. But they've got a login. Yeah, it looks good, but there's no team and there's no blog, despite having a link to it. So, what's it built on? It's a Webflow site. It's got pixels all over it. Right, guys? It's time. Time for the tier list. S, A, B, or C? A, 100%. 100% A with 3 votes. Couple on S. Couple S votes there. Interesting. 8 votes. It's a close split, but I think it's landed on the fair number, which is to give it an A. And that brings us back full circle to where we began. And don't worry, we're gonna get onto the last couple who sent them in during this call. Let's get back to Varane. There we go. It's loading fine. Whatever I fixed before has been fixed on this as well. Look, just bonus points for Varane. It's even got the same color scheme as the little circle going around me. So, Varane Digital, data-driven marketing to sell out your event, trusted by these companies. Nice color scheme here, I have to say, it looks nice. Empowering your event with audience insights. I don't see how the globe is super relevant, but it looks cool. I like this little slider here, it's nice. Boost your marketing with proven strategies. Case studies are in your face, which is good. What our clients say, yeah, perfect. They got testimonials in there. Get in touch. Let's see, services. Very fast loading despite its prior reputation, I suppose. I'm not a fan, again, of just putting stuff under a header like that. Okay, they got 2 case studies here. Let's see what the case studies look like. Small font, 15 pixels. I would always say 16 or above, but it looks not too bad. Nice. Pretty clean. It's a good site. If I was to critique something, I would critique the header. Again, they're not putting a face to it. I would make an about page for this one, since they're going to be working with you as the web developer. I would put a calendar in there as well to book a call, so that they can just get straight there and you can speak to them. Contact form's fine. The heading is just Varane Digital for the whole thing. There's not really much Okay, I see it there. Marketing, brand, digital, but the SEO tags aren't amazing. But other than that, it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice site. It's just not crazy. It must use client side. I had hardware graphic acceleration was off before this, and then I reset it, so that's why it's working now. But yeah, that's my take on it. So what are we thinking on this one? Let's have a vote. Start a poll. S, A, B, C. I don't see much wrong with it, to be honest. I would just like to see a little bit more character coming through on the website. B, S, A. Big split right now. S. 5 votes in. 10 people watching. 5 more votes. Get your votes in, guys. Let's see. What are you thinking? Don't worry, there's another couple sites to come, even though this appears to be our last one. 5 votes we need. Okay, there's another one in. 6, 7 votes. 8. A. Are we landing on A? We're going to stick with A. I think it's going to be A. And A is. Alright. Stick it on A. Cool. There you go, folks. Our list now. Our man Frizzy Shark has been dropping a lot of chat. He's been dropping a lot of chat. So I want to see what his website looks like. Frizzy Shark. Let's check it out. Ready? For Frizzy Shark. Okay. Make every car on the road your billboard. Let's do it. Timer's on. I want everybody giving their opinions because Mr. Frizzy has been giving his. Frizzy, have I got the right site here? Just give me a thumbs up or some sort of react in the chat. If it's not S++, we riot. Have we got the right site for you, mate? Just let us know. Let us know before we dive in. All right, let's go. Make every car on the road your billboard. Start now. It's a pretty good value proposition, to be fair. You don't need an awful lot of extra text there to prove it. Launch your outdoor campaign in 3 clicks. Plan your campaign, choose your artwork, track your results. From Blitz, from High Impact. It's weird image sizing, and the buttons kind of blending into the back, but not bad. I would make all of these points. I would not use graphics. I would use graphics, but I wouldn't just have the text on an image. It doesn't work as well as actually putting a container on top, putting text in it, and then overlaying it on the image. And I'm not sure on the image choices there, and the fact that there's no kind of heading above it, and then it's down there. Anytime, anywhere, measurable results, you're in control. Let's drive your brand forward together. Okay. Artwork. That's clean. I like this. This looks nice. You can get a real clear idea for what's the value. Alright, my roast would be the cropping and the sizing on some of the images just looks a bit weird. And they're not very consistent with each other. Like, that's cool. That's cool. But then you get down to this one, and it's like we're missing the top half of the image, as you can see there. We get into pricing, request quote, fine. It's readable, it's understandable, but it's a little bit uninspired. Advertising, you can see that these aren't center aligned throughout, so that's just something to be cautious of. Q&A, how does advanced work? I assume it's intentional that that one's bigger, but the size in here fluctuates a little bit, or it feels that way. It's quite jigged, so I would probably put them into drop downs. I'd have all the questions in a row, apart from the top one, which is obviously like your hero Q&A, and then I would put them under a drop down for each of them. For drivers, it needs more impact on turn your rides into earnings. There should be like a picture of a driver with a mock-up on his phone and an app which has got like transactions coming into his pocket or something. But this is cool nonetheless. And then there's the AI image there. Yeah, I think there's not a lot of consistency with the imagery. That would probably be my main focus. This text could do with being middle aligned. But you said this is your second website, and I have to tip my hat that you managed to do this on your second one. I would say, I've actually got it pinned open here. I was going to jump onto a couple of things for it. But I would say if you're not already using Wix Studio, it's definitely the powerful tool of choice for me and pretty much everybody in here for making edits and making things look better. And the reason I actually pulled it up in the first place, and by the way, if you're not in the X Lounge community, make sure to join. But the reason I pulled it up in the first place was to showcase the tools in the editor where you can do things like contrast checker, right? So when it loads, probably because I just reset it, it's going to be a little bit buggy because I just changed that halfway through the stream. But you're going to be able to see things like contrast checker, which will tell you if your colors are colliding too much with the background. Like, for example, where did we have it? This start now button, you can make it pop a little bit more. This image, I would make it bigger. Yeah, mate, I would say get yourself onto Wix Studio if you're not already and see if you can start building with that. You can see here I've got my grid lines to keep things aligned. Lots and lots of easy tools. It's like a combination of drag and drop easiness, but with the power of, you know, proper precision and making sure everything fits nicely. Okay, so are there any sites that I missed, or is it time to rate this one right here? Let's see. Let's take a screenshot. We'll add it to our tier list, and I will conclude us there. Anyone want to leave any feedback for Frizzy? I see we're talking about the pricing. Oh, okay. We're actually talking about advance and seeing if it fits. All right. Let's hear your feedback for Frizzy, and then we'll wrap up. We'll wrap up there. Yeah, if you were an advertiser, you should showcase, like you can showcase how brands get more presence, more stats and more numbers about how many impressions you can expect to get, what the sort of return on investment you could expect would be. I would say that's a very reasonable point to make. Let's see. S, A, B, and C. Start poll. There you go, guys. Let's vote on our man Frizzy's website. I'm guessing it's in the S tier. And we'll do a final check. No DM from our man HW, so I can only assume he was capping. A, it's got a lot of votes on A. I feel like A is pretty generous, to be fair. Or has Frizzy just made a bunch of new accounts and landed himself in A on purpose? We got a C vote. We got a B vote. Another vote has just come in. Is Frizzy going to take an A away here? Is Frizzy gonna take away an A after all that? I went S, but B would be right. Can you not change it? Frizzy, I said at the start, man, I'm not gonna be too kind. But we gotta be realistic. It's a roast. It's not a compliment spree. All right, give it 10 seconds. 10 seconds for Frizzy. All right. Well, he's managed to walk away with an A. If I was to put my vote, I'd put you in it. I think based on what we've done here, it's got to go B or C. But hey, you get your A, man. I tip my hat off to you. But well done. All right. Before we jump off, if you're not joined or if you're new, Frizzy, I don't think we've spoken too much in the Discord. I saw a good few new faces in here as we were taking it away. So if you're not already, make sure you join the X Lounge. It is literally free, paid for by sponsor, which if you haven't worked out from the way that we communicated in this, it's obviously Wix Studio. So that means there's a bunch of free website design resources. There's a bunch of templates. There is calls just like this, but you get one-to-one feedback where we actually all speak live. I'm not the only one with the microphone on, and it's not all typing. You can speak. You can see some of the wins that happen just in the last couple of months here. So it's a very, very great place to be. And if you're not there already, well, you can roast my website next. You go to the xlounge.io, and I will put that link in the chat there. Go to the xlounge.io and feel free to roast my website. But until next time, folks, it's been a pleasure. We've been on here for what? Over 2 hours, 2 hours 45. We've done a good job together here. Appreciate your time, and I'm glad we got to roast some. You feel like we could have been more mean. I appreciate your time, and I'm glad we got to roast some sites, guys. Thank you. See you in the next one.